What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We have got some severe storms rolling through today. It is blowing like 25, 30 miles an hour to 35 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. Super windy today. This is like the calmest it's been. It's going to be blowing all day. There we go. She is ripping and roaring. Got bad storms supposed to roll in a few hours. So, yeah, there we go. Just the beginning of what we're going to get. So, got this little project. I've had this for about 2 months now. This is a 1958 model, 18 horsepower, fast twin Evinrude. This is the old style. It's got the pressurized fuel tank. And it's been sitting. I mean, this is a 68-year-old motor. Been sitting for over 20 years. Got a box full of parts. Got an old manual that's a 65 to 81. So don't think that's going to help us out a whole lot. We got a bunch of parts, pieces. I think this is the original. This is a different one. We got a whole lot of stuff on our hands here. The goal of today is to put a new pull cord in, pull this thing over, put some spark plugs in it. Yes, it had no spark plugs in it at all. I'll show y'all that in a few minutes. But do a compression check on it, see what type of compression we've got, and then see if we can get spark. Spark is the main thing I'm worried about. This is part of the reason why I'm worried about spark. Now, has this been replaced? Hopefully so. I don't know. I've got to take the flywheel off to even see if any of the electrical guts is even in there. But here is a video clip of me picking up the motor from Mr. Mark Cruz. Super nice guy. Got a buddy here, Mr. Mark Cruz. He has got an old vintage outboard motor, and you're the original owner, right? Your dad was?
Yep.
So that, what year is that?
58.
58. 18 horsepower?
18.
And y'all have had this motor new since 58, huh?
Mm-hmm.
How long has it been since it's been running?
I've been at this house 20 years. It's been at least that long. 20
years. It's got a lot of runtime on it too, ain't you? You was telling me you did a lot of flounder gigging and stuff with it back in the day.
As a kid, we'd spend a week or two at the bay, and it got run every day, 6 gallons of gas or more out of it.
Well, that is cool. She hadn't ran in a long time. Got to get a pull cord. Throttle's locked up on it. Real stiff. It will move. She needs a little TLC. And you was telling me the tanks back then was a pumper style.
Right.
There wasn't a fuel pump on those motors, so it's kind of like a pump up garden sprayer. You got to pump it up, pressurize the tank, and then from then on it'll keep enough pressure to run. So it's got 2 lines on the tank. So very cool. Been 20 years since this thing is run. Just neat how they built things back in the day. Gotta do some cleaning on it. It's got that's a 2-cylinder, ain't it?
Yep.
Spark plugs are out of it.
Yep.
Okay. We are going to attempt, or I'm going to attempt to bring this thing back to life. The goal is to clean it up, get it running good. My dad's got a little aluminum John boat. I want to put it on that, and we'll end up water testing it. I may go as far as a complete paint job overhaul on it. Don't know. We'll just have to check it out and see. But Mr. Mark, I appreciate the opportunity, and we'll see if you can hear this thing run again.
That'll be good.
All right, Next time you see me, we'll be in my garage working on this thing. Here's the neat thing about this motor. It's a 1958, like I just said. And I'm the second owner. Yes, sir. Mr. Mark Cruz's dad bought this motor brand new in 1958. Mark used it as a kid all through his childhood growing up when he had it on an old Stouter built boat. He flounder gigged off of it, fished around Bayou Bayou La Batre, that area. So it is a saltwater motor on top of all that. When Mr. Mark moved up to more modern motors, stuff like that, he put it in his garage. It's been sitting in the garage, just like you see it right here, for over 20 years. Will it run? I don't know, but we're gonna do our best. Let's find out. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already for weekly, most of the time fishing content here along the Alabama and Mississippi Gulf Coast. Enough talking, let's get in here, investigate some issues, see if we can get this thing running. All right, let's start with a little once over here. It's been used, y'all, without a doubt. Latch is missing off the back. Throttle is locked up, not doing nothing. When I first got this motor, you couldn't even turn it. I've had the whole thing, I sprayed a whole bottle of this Kroll oil. That's some of the best stuff I have ever seen in my life. Sprayed a whole bottle of it all on every moving part, every nut and bolt on it. Got it turning pretty good. Like I said, she was locked up, wouldn't turn at all. So we got that going. This is still locked up. This is the old style here. It's got the choke and it's got a low end carburetor air gas mixture adjustment and a high end. All right, let's take the cover off. Oh, gotta take the choke off of it before I can even take the cowling off. All right. The way this works with this pressurized tank, I did some research on it. Like I said, this is before my time, y'all, and I'm 50 years old. The way this works is you got a primer bulb right there on that tank. And it's got two lines. One is the gas going from the tank to the motor. The other is the air return to keep the tank pressurized. The way they did that, from my research, back here behind the carburetor, there's a plate, and that's the back side of the pistons, right? So when after the piston fires on that return stroke, it forces air. There's a little shuttle valve type deal that as the two cylinders work, it lets air come out from one cylinder to the opposite cylinder, back and forth, back and forth. And that actually creates constant air pressure to pressurize the tank. Neat setup. There is no fuel pump at all on this motor. No mechanical, no electric fuel pump whatsoever. So we got to dig into that. Open flywheel, it's not locked up. That's how I found it right there. Both spark plugs are out. That's how we found it. So I sprayed a bunch of Kroll oil into the cylinders. She's not locked up. Can't get it to shift in any gear. So that's a little troubling. So we got a lot of work to do. First of all, let's see if we can get this pull cord going. All right, these are my choices. This looks like original that has been broken and some welding going on. Doesn't look the best in the world. We'll go with option number 2. Does it fit? Yep, I believe it does. I believe it does fit. Well, that is good. Now, I got a pull cord. That's all I found of the original. Will the spring go crazy? Does it even have a spring in it? Let's hope it's got a spring in it. Oh, we got a broke spring. Well, that's not good. That one has no spring. I wonder if I could heat that up and bend it, make it work. I'll be back. Alright, let's see if this will work. Okay, we got a loop. Will it work? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Don't want to put a whole lot of money into it till I know I've got decent compression and decent spark. If I've got those two things and y'all like the video, y'all comment if y'all want me to continue on with this. If we get to that point, I'll probably continue on. End game is I'd love to have this thing on a little John boat, test it on the river, in the bayou, something, and get it out there running for y'all. All right, give it a few minutes for this to cool down and we'll continue on. All right, while that is cooling down, we're gonna get our pull cord, just generic pull cord I bought off of Amazon. You're gonna get about 6 foot. Maybe too much. Don't know. Okay. Never done this before, y'all, so bear with me. Okay. All right, realized I had to take the pull cord out before I could twist this thing. To be honest with you, I don't know how many twists I need. I think that's pretty good right there. What you supposed to do, just hold that there? Oh, I should have put my knot in there first. Hey! That worked. Huh. Well, that's surprising. Okay. Spray some Kroll oil on everything. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I found one original bolt and two I had in a junk drawer. I always have a little junk bin full of nuts and bolts and hardware that you can get to. All right. That bolt looks way long, but we're gonna put it in there for the time being. All right, I have found some washers, and my screws was too long. I found. Hey, I know it ain't right. We're gonna worry about getting it right after we get it running. All right, let's see what happens. Well, look at there. That works. All right, let's see what type of compression we get out of this thing. I'm hoping for somewhere between 90 and 110. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. But we're gonna pull on it 4 or 5 times, check and see. It's got some compression. It feels like it. Okay. Got 110. I'm happy with that. Y'all comment, let me know if y'all work on these things, what they're supposed to be. I hadn't researched it and pulled it up. I want something even anyway. I want something even numbers. Looks like 100. So we got 100, 110. Not bad. So I think we've got a healthy enough motor for being 68 years old. We got enough compression that she'll run. What I'm worried about, fellas, is spark. I'm telling y'all. Got 2 spark plugs. Did a little research online. They're supposed to be the right ones. But let's first see if we got spark. I'm about 110% sure we won't. Oh my God. Did y'all see that? We got spark. We got spark. I am not believing that. Do we have spark on the other cylinder? Come on, baby. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes, we have spark. 68-year-old motor, part for 20 years. I saw some old electrical parts. I was hoping that they didn't just take them off and not put them back on. Can't believe it has spark. I was so worried about that. Oh my God. We may get this thing fired up. I cannot believe that we've got spark. Now I have no idea which one goes where. Is that right? Is it 180 out? Couldn't tell you. All right, now for fuel. Should we try gravity flow? Woo! Getting rough, y'all. All right, just to try, see if I can get this thing running on gravity flow alone. These motors, did a little research, they are 24-to-1 mixture. They have brass ball bearings in this engine, not stainless steel or steel bearings, so you need a strong oil ratio. Yeah. Hey, is it a dumb idea if it works? All right, so we got that mixed up with a little gas. And we got a pretty bad leak. See if we can't fix that with a hose clamp, tie strap, something. All right, she's leaking fuel. Let's see if she'll crank. God. Woo! Woo, we got a runner. We got a runner. Woo! I can't believe that. This thing fired right up. 68-year-old motor. Been sitting for over 20 years. Didn't even know this gravity flow stuff was gonna even work. It does have a water pump impeller in it, so I can't run it long. We're gonna fire it back up, or see if we can fire it back up. Let it run just a few more minutes before we end this video. All right. And the cutoff worked too. I killed it. Let's see, baby. Come on. Oh my God. First pull. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. First pull, baby. Look at that. Wow. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Not believing that. Boy, they sure don't make them like they used to. My God. One more time. I know that impeller's gonna be shot anyway. We'll change it out. Yeah, baby. That is super crazy. I figured I'd have to clean the carburetor. No big deal, right? What worried me was the electrical, the points, all that stuff. Stuff I really don't know much about. Seeing all those parts over there on the table, I thought, man, I'm in trouble. She fired right up. Not believing it. Still may have to clean the carburetors, get in and set everything. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a barrel that I can submerge that foot in and get it running a little bit better. Here's my options, and y'all comment and let me know. Being that we've got a runner now, should I go in, try to repair, get parts for this pressurized tank? I'm gonna dig into it a little bit. It may actually work, y'all. I don't know. And get me some lines. Doing some research, the way this works is it has no mechanical fuel pump. The backside on the backstroke of the pistons, like I said before, in this plate right here, from what I saw online, it's got like a little, it has like a little oscillating rubber valve, and it lets constant pressure go down to the tank to keep pressure in it. You can shut off one of the ports where it's a pulsating air pressure, right, from just one cylinder. It'll just poop, 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 poop. Every time it strokes, it'll push a little air in there. And if you do that, you can get a mechanical fuel pump like off a lawnmower, and that pulse air will open and close that diaphragm and pull that fuel through to the carburetor. First of all, I'm gonna dig into this a little bit. That'll be the next video. We'll dig into the tank, see what we can do with it, and probably gonna end up putting a mechanical fuel pump on here. Y'all let me know which of y'all rather see. Like I said, this is rainy day video, bad weather video days. When I can't get out and fish, we'll go back to this. Being I know it runs now, which blows my mind, honestly blows my mind. The end game now is to actually get it running right and put it on a John boat. Get out in the water, get some performance numbers, see what this thing will do. My dad's got a little, either a 12 or 14 foot John boat. We can put it on and go run it. Still got to address this throttle deal. Zero won't turn at all, so I've got to work on that. That will be in next video. Whenever we get to it, we'll troubleshoot that, get the throttle going, get the gear shifter going. That thing is froze up, locked up. We got a lot of work to do. Lot of work to do, but hey, we made amazing progress today. Cannot believe it had spark. Blows my mind. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already for weekly, normally fishing content here along the Alabama and Mississippi Gulf Coast. And leave comments. Did your daddy have one of these motors? Did your granddaddy? Did you growing up? Let me know. Anything I can get my hands on that'll help me on this motor, let me know. This doesn't look original. This is a different color. It looks like it's off a different motor. I've got one over here that may be something I can swap out. I don't know. Do not know. I got some options here on the table, literally. Looks like I've got a new water pump impeller. We will do that as well. Good times, tight lines. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm tickled to death. I really never ever thought this would be a video where we would actually hear it run. I figured I'd put the pull cord on, check compression, and I wouldn't have any spark, and I'd have to dig in from there, but I'm tickled to death. 68-year-old, 18 horsepower, Evinrude Fast Twin. Thanks for watching, y'all. See y'all next week.